All right, here we go. Life is what you make it. Check it out. So we got The Mastery of Self, author Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. We're gonna go straight to chapter 1. Now, basically, to keep this real short and simple, we about to give y'all a summarization of what the book is, or just touch on some key tones, some key things, inspirational things that's affecting our life and things that you can relate to, simple and plain. So, with that being said, chapter 1. At the peak of her journey, a Toltec warrior clears her mind of beliefs, domestication, and attachment, making the end of a war within herself for personal freedom. Now, what is that? She clears her mind of beliefs, domestications, and attachments, making the end of a war within herself for personal freedom. Now, what's domestication? What does it mean to be domesticated again?
Domesticated, I say, my own personal experience of it is limiting yourself for your infinite potential. You can domesticate yourself to push yourself in a box that could contain you of your infinite beauty. So you can do self acts or force of actions that can actually cause you to self domesticate yourself, eliminating yourself. So this is another form of action of you can limit your freedom. Actually, let the bird out the cage. Self domesticated.
So that's deep. If you read this book, her first fucking chapter is already saying that she cleared her mind of beliefs, domestications, and attachments. And that's something you gotta pay attention to. If curses, things that's holding you back. If you read past that and you not even really getting that and you just reading through the book, you gotta just chill. You gotta read this shit slow. That's deep. That's deep.
Energy attachments. Everything's energy. Whatever you put your mind to, focus, attraction, anything, it's all start from thought form, and that's all from energy and motion.
Now, how I relate to that is it's just a reminder to just keep myself clear. But we're just gonna go to the next drink. Surrounding her is an infinite number of possibilities, each one a choice that leads in a unique direction in life. When she makes a choice through her actions, she knows that the path she follows is ultimately no different than the other paths, as they all lead to the same place. Now that's deep to me, because for the people that's lost, that's just a reminder that you never off path. Now you may be lost, but you may be lost in the right direction. That's a quote that I love. At the times I do feel lost, because shit happens. We live this human life, but remember that you never off your path. I was meditating next to a tree and I made a video. I was like, am I sitting in front of the tree or behind the tree? Am I sitting on the side of the tree or the other side of the tree? It's like, how do you know? So you always on your path. There's really no such thing as left, right, forward, back. Just move. Go with the flow. And that's what I get from that. I don't know if you got any insight on that.
Go with the flow. Just be aware of your awareness, And at the same time, when you are in sync, when you're in flow, like you said, all you do is you have the now. So left, right, up and down is all in the same place, but it's still about being conscious, aware of actually making that judgment of understanding of where you at, and just making that pinpoint of you being actually in that permanent domain spot, you could say.
So she has no demands for any outcome, as she realizes that there is nowhere she needs to go and nothing she needs to do in order to find herself. Now on my journey, that's something I'm just realizing, that I don't have to go nowhere, that I don't have to do anything to find myself and to be who I truly am.
No, not at all. Some people try to identify themselves like they're not the tree, some things, not understanding the tree gives us air in which we need that to breathe. So at the end of the day, if a tree gets cut down, or a lot of trees get cut down, we go bye-bye. You see what I'm saying? So just another part of the body inside of the inner space that can be affected by the outer space. That's another thing, what you can say, polarities, the yin and yang. Not actually bad or good, but just saying that they have their both coexistence in reality, to have their divine purpose. And that's how some people don't understand how we are divine reflections of each other, but it's in a different shape or form of an energy form, but more of a conscious one of intelligence on the human being, because plants as well do communicate through root systems as well. That's another subject we're gonna talk on in the future, though.
Yeah, that's yeah. And like he said, it's not no good or bad. It's masculine and feminine energy. It's energy. You label it bad through your experience in life. It's just a tool. It's okay. But like she said, not cheap on that. I felt like I had it a little bit longer. She said as she realizes there is nowhere she needs to go and nothing she needs to do in order to find herself. This is just the first 9 lines, and this is life-changing material. I could read this shit over and over again. We on basically page 1, but it's like, that's deep. Can y'all relate to that? Like, are you, at this moment right now, are you looking outside yourself, or are you looking within? Are you using this eye, or are you using these 2 eyes more often? Put it in percentage. If you 51% up here, great fucking job. Great fucking job. And then she said her action is a result of the pure joy of realizing that she's alive at this moment to choose one of the many possibilities. Now, this living... Oh, keep hold it. So... Now, she said, this living with a quiet mind creates a state of pure bliss that comes from being entirely in the moment. Truly, nothing matters but the present, because it is the only place where life can express itself. Now, the power of a now. You watching this video now. It's funny because we made this video now, but you're watching it now. I'm not saying you watched it later, although I'm implying it, but it's all happening now.
Understand your existence. Understand your existence. The time of this being produced, the energy being manifested, and the time as you are entering into this portal of another realm of dimension of our realm of creation during our period of time of existence, which is the now. In other words. So we're just going to continue on and see where this go at for now, man. Just continue to go with the flow.
Now, this is a state that many of you have experienced at some point in your life, where you were completely engaged in it now. Some people experience it while they are exercising, consciously creating, being in nature, making love.
Football, definitely football.
Yeah, sports.
Catching that football, you in that run, man. You got to make that 1-2 move real quick, though. What they say, time slow down or something like that.
Wow.
Oh, your awareness sharpens up. You in the now, you can actually be aware of what you're actually conscious doing to actually make the one step that he's not actually seeing. So actually, let's see who on their P's and Q's. Any day, meet me on the field. I'm up.
Facts. So it's a variety of things that people could relate to that put them in it now. Like when you color it, I hope you're not thinking about, other stuff, but where we at? Being in nature, making love, of course, meditating or praying. If you don't know what being in the now is, if you pray, just think of it that way. You're real focused. Your mind is real clear. It's real specific. And
setting your attention, you setting the energy, you basically sending the energy, the thought, and then you as well have the feeling, as we know as equals creation, which is manifestation. So once you continue to pray or you energize that thought form that you continue to manifest and put the energy into, it will continue to build that energy to actually bust through the motherfucking bubble.
Facts.
Bloop. You have more force. You are one with everything. The bubble is gone. It is on its way.
Now, it's the moment when the mind and the body are in complete awareness of the experience of life. It can also be said that it is during these moments that we often reach a pure state of unconditional love for everything and everyone, including ourselves. And like they use the example of nature. For all the people that be in nature, if you never felt that unconditional love for everything and everyone, I know you feel it when you in nature.
Right, you by yourself out there. Like, you gonna be mad at the leaf? What the leaf do to you?
Facts.
The fuck leaf do you? You feel me? At the end of the day, you gonna be mad or have a situation within yourself that you need to talk to. If anything, I make the leaf my motherfucking best friend. Leaf, help me out. At least I know leaf ain't gonna talk about me. At least I know they're gonna talk behind my back. At least I know it's not gonna tell anybody.
It's alive.
You feel me? It's alive.
You can make a plant grow.
It's definitely gonna grow.
But what they gonna do harmful to you?
Nothing. Somebody they ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna talk to me. Shit. Make sure it's not weed. We're gonna have a good conversation all day. But I stop.
And what perspective I got? This is dope. We talking about nature in the sense of it being outside you. If you know that nature could provide those things for you, you could bring nature to you because you are nature.
Hi, yes.
You are nature.
Good point. Bring yourself back to your natural state of existence, man. Back at home with yourself, man. Once you have that bridge connection, you can do anything. Infinite possibilities. It's, man.
Like how many studies they did on the law of attraction where they have Olympic gold medalists running in their mind, and they do, if not better, in their mind than they would on the field. You know, probably not expressed the best way, but y'all get where I'm going with it.
So that's willpower. That's all day. That's willpower.
If you see nature in here, then that's all that matters.
Your nature inside will increase the willpower in yourself. You understand how you connected to oneness and how you can do anything. That's a good point, man. Good light.
That's the moment when now while living full time in this state of pure bliss is a goal for many, most will agree it is easier said than done. Something we said earlier, especially if we don't live isolated away from the world, surrounded by other people. We choose who we will interact and engage with, and it's often in these interactions that the trouble begins. And
this plays the important part around your environment, who you're around, who you put yourself around. This could be in your divine path as well, for you to awaken to understand what type of situation you are in as far as your suffering or what we are going through as a whole on this being on this planet. So this is where you can actually pinpoint to understand, dive deeper on how to actually attack these pinpoint or soft spots in your body to actually get the will or the chakras going and flowing. And you can be aligned to your infinite God self and get this planet going for all of us, for the next generation and the next generation. We all want love, happiness, peace, and not damn sure we know we want security. So let's have security for self. So we take care of self. Everything else will take security of everything else that needs to be in place.
And some more insight I get out of this that's deep is life is a game, and you know it's a collective. These is reflections of you. This is your siblings on this planet. But, you know, we all have desires. We all have, you know, main objectives on this planet. So it's a game. You got to find those people that you align with and make the best out of the 24 hours of your day. If you're lonely, you don't want to be around the people you don't want to be around just because you're lonely. You want to be around people, but you go around
geared up, man.
You go around people that you don't want to be around, but, you know,
high uplifting spirit, positive vibes, positive uplifting, just give you some insight instead of illusion to basically put you in that cycle of being in your lower self. So at the end of the day, you want to be in that place of heaven, as always, to be that better being. So as my great wizard is, he's great in affirmations, man. You know, hit him up. He definitely has some affirmations. You're feeling low, you need some little boost to get your dates, you know, going and started, you know, something happen, or you think that situation is you, man. Speak your life, manifest into existence, man. We got that good life for you, man. We got that good substance for you, man. This is the place of infinite expressions, man. We just gonna keep on expressing our ways, reflection of ourselves through our journey as well, through your journey as well, because we're here together. And we're gonna make this in memory for when we get older and for eons come, because we're gonna set a trend and a vibration for all, man. And that's what we're here for right now. It's not going to be the perfect. We're not here for perfect. I wasn't born perfect. I didn't have everything set out. It wasn't supposed to as I thought. But as I said before, everything has a divine purpose. And I'm taking whatever I have grateful and gratitude. And we're going to make the best of it while I'm here. Yeah. We all are. We all are.
And it was one more
definitely
thing.
People on the other side. We all are. We all going to do it together.
It was one more thing I was thinking about. If you're trying to meet like-minded people, for example, if you know of a seminar going on in your city, go to that shit.
Yes.
If you know of some meditation group going on for an hour, just go to that shit.
Small thing counts. Build up, gratitude, vibration, energy. You're moving in action. It's force. You push the glass over, it's energy, it's moving in force. So hey, build that little energy up, just kick that glass over or kick that little old shell off of you and keep moving forward, man. You're beautiful. Just get it.
So it says in the Toltec tradition, the main function of the mind is to dream, or to perceive and to project information. The personal dream is the unique reality created by every individual. It's their perspective, a manifestation of the relationship between mind and body. And intent is the energy that animates both. Now,
you have a lot of intents to do a lot of things. Basically, just the force in action, man. Like I said, like as far as where we come from, we understand language through energy. So when we start to break it down from an energy aspect or point of view of angle light of understanding, everything, man. You put force, intent to things to move. So you are the person that calls the idea or the imagination into action. So that's the force.
And what's deep to me about this, she said, and intent is the energy that animates both the mind and body, the dream, and like the living state. What's dope to me about that is this is a dream. This is a dream. So it's like intent. You could change your life. You could change your destiny. That's the power of willpower, of choice. So if you don't like what's going on, tell and write a different story. It's that simple. It's like we only on page 3, and there's so much wisdom in these words. If you read a book slowly, if you read it with somebody, you'll get so much more out of it. You know, we ain't into titles, we ain't into labels, so we don't want to call this no book club, but you get where we going with it. Get somebody and just read the fucking book together. Just like when you meditate, hold hands, get beyond that ego stuff.
Yeah. I call it more networking. We want a club category. Fuck a category.
As our shared knowledge and experience mingle together, we co-create the dream of the planet, including y'all too, which is the combination of every single being in the world's personal dream. That's crazy.
Welcome.
The world is like the collection of us, so to say, and it's like it has its own dream, and we got our little dreams. It's like don't forget you connected. That's crazy. The world's dream.
When it get low, when the stone comes out.
I tried to interrupt y'all boys. You see this shit?
What's it? It's like some serious things going down there.
As soon as I take it off the garbage can,
man.
You know this? Oh, and it just fell.
What's that?
Yo, Keith, come here, man. You gotta put that in the garbage.
Hold on, man. Got to steer up good.
We got it. Where we at with it?
You sure that's mine?
But while we live. So while we live individual dreams based on our own individual perceptions, the dream of the planet is the manifestation of our shared intentions.
I'm sure you understand.
You gotta really think about that. If you living in a dream right now, if your whole life is a dream, and I know that y'all heard that term before, that we living in a dream, because we already created all of this stuff, we just living it out. You gotta think that Earth, the planet, is a conscious thing. You know, the moon, the sun, the stars, the planets, these are not just celestial bodies in the sky. These are conscious beings. So this planet, all this stuff is going to happen, you know, like, but you could still change at least tomorrow, the next 10, 20 minutes, you know, the next hour, but you could, man, that's crazy. Where we at?
Everywhere.
While we, it's the manifestation. So once again, while we live individual dreams based on our individual perceptions, the dream of the planet is the manifestation of our shared intentions. We create what's going on this world, on the totality.
Stress, depression, suffering, rape, any motherfucking thing you think on the lowest vibration that's not pleasant, you don't like. We are a part of the creation. You are a part of that as well. So that's why we need to come together and come from that inner part of our deepest, most part of the part where we love at, to bring that out for everybody, to show how we can be one together. So we have to create this chaos for anybody else. Once they see the love of the energy being passed down, they take on that energy, that form of that action being done by somebody else. They download that into their DNA, into their being, into their genetic code, for them to actually produce another day, for them to wake up and to be grateful, or to another day to hate their self and to be in a miserable cycle of low vibrations. You know what I'm saying? We have the ability to get out of that, but at the same time, we are not aware of this, and we continue to live in this daily cycle of self-hate and self-suffering. And this is why we're here today, because we as well went through that as beings, but we are here today to actually make a difference in ourselves, but as well for others out there, to know that anything is possible. Just continue to be a vibrant, high, enlightened being. As I said before, you are infinite. So we're just going to continue to bypass all the boundaries, but still be that infinite being, the one core being, while we're on this journey as one.
And this is one thought, like he said earlier, we not perfect.
Nope.
We not perfect. So if you don't think that you play a part in the status of the planet, if you watching porn, then you supporting it in some degree and you allowing it. I'm a victim of that. That's why I'm done with it. That's why I make attempts to be done with it. If you supporting or watching movies, especially if you watch it at least twice, where they're just doing mad killing and blah 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 blah, and you ain't doing shit about it, they just go to a conversation or a Facebook stat, you support the shit that's going on. You ain't doing nothing about anything, and advertising, all of that shit plays a factor in the status of this planet, and all of y'all is just sitting down and y'all not doing anything. But it's okay. It's a process in the evolution of this planet. It's a journey.
Yeah, everybody wake up at different times in the morning. So we just don't bite the apple from a Christianity or religion standpoint to be blind. We're just aware that everybody wakes up at different times and have different points of views. Everybody on a different spiritual journey, and we accept that. We accept the other part of us. So that's why the people that do come in the path of us, we continue to just be open and non-judgment of anything that they present to us, even if it's uncomfortable or comfortable. We still be the person we be and express the higher good in ourselves.
Yes, of course, no judgment, because we all reflections of ourselves.
Damn stupid.
We all go through the same stuff. A celebrity is just a star, and once you feel like you a star, then you become one. But them just labels. If we allow, so where we at? While we live individual, blah, 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 blah. So while we live individual dreams based on our individual perceptions, the dream of the planet is the manifestation of our shared intentions that can never get old, where we allow our ideas and agreements to flow between us. If there is harmony in the personal dream, then there is a constant opportunity for harmony with the dream of the planet. So since you are reading this book, it's likely that you don't live in a cloistered monastery or ashram, or alone high atop a mountain. You have chosen to engage in the world, and you want to enjoy yourself in the process. Solitude can be a great tool for healing and communion with oneself, but it is our interactions with others that will allow us to thrive and enjoy an active life. If life is like a carnival, you have rides and rides, but what I like about that is
Definitely
solitude can be a great tool for healing and communion with oneself. Take it.
Communion with oneself.
We always trying to be around people. We always trying to be around people. When it's a TV show, it's like four people. It's a group of people. It ain't ever based around one person, not in my opinion. It's always multiple personalities and everything that's going on, and we got so many multiple personalities in ourselves. When you're around your mom, you one way. When you're around your friend, you one way. You around your cousin, you one way. When you're around your girl, you one way. When you're around your son, you one way. We all act different. When you're in public, you one way. When you alone, you definitely different. When you alone, you know you definitely different than when you around everybody else. It's okay. We all I experience it sometimes too. But what's crazy is, where was I just reading? Being alone Like everything on TV and movies, it's just always a lot. It's just always a lot of stuff going on. Music, it's just always a lot of stuff going on. Spend some time to yourself. Like, it's a difference between loneliness and being alone.
There sure is.
It's a difference.
Some of that shit's a benefit too. Man, I think it's not, but once you get to it, you be like, all right, definitely understand higher purpose of cause of, like you said, that solitude, that communion, being with oneself, the complete oneness, to keep yourself sane, man, keep yourself balanced, man. Sometimes, like I said, I go through the park, take a walk, just to hear the quiet breeze of the sound of the leaves blowing, just to hear that everything is okay, everything is in sync, the trees is blowing, they're still now standing tall. So it's like, I'm still standing tall, I'm still rooted. It may blow a third type of way, but you don't see that shit going left and right, going crazy. It's keeping itself paced, balanced, and know everything's gonna be alright. So that's how I keep myself like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I got free will to walk and move my damn legs, I know that. But at the same time, I don't want to keep myself in a certain type of cycle or state of lower vibrations, or some people may call it hell. Alright? So I want to keep heaven in my body. I want to keep heaven outside my body. I don't want to box it up. I don't want to put it in a damn book. I don't want to give a fucking fake name to it for a person to come out the sky to save the whole fucking world. At the end of the day, I'm going to save myself before any fucking thing. If anything happens, I'm going to save my black ass first. I'm not going to save you first. I'm going to save me first. Because without me, how the fuck am I going to save you? Fuck. Please tell me. That's just rational. You feel what I'm saying? So it's natural. You know what I'm saying? So this is why if you love yourself, we on the same frequency. I'm gonna tell you, let's fucking go. We all gotta get the fuck up out of here. That's it.
One more thing I wanted to say was the being lonely and alone. He helped me a lot and talked to me a lot and brought things to the surface of me not liking being alone within myself. And it's okay. Don't never feel bad about anything in your life. If you do, it's okay. But it's all about awareness. We all want to grow. If you're not aware of it, then you can't grow. So I'm just saying that just so you could be aware. We not perfect. We not perfect. Just remember, we doing this now and you're seeing this now. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine what the future going to be like. We're not perfect. Ain't no such thing as a celebrity. We all the same. Cool. Where we at with it? Where we at?
Life.
So
that's what you make it.
But engaging in a dream means you will likely develop preferences for certain potential paths, or in other words, you will have wants and desires. That just sounds like the law of attraction. You come here and you have contrast, which is choices. You got a lot of choices you can make, and it just sounds like, you develop preferences for certain potential paths. So, like we said, there's no direction. You create your own direction. It could go like this. It could have no specific type of shape or thing. Just go off inspiration. If there's anything I learned is you can't live your life with logic, because logic is direction. Logic is, I know what's going to happen. Logic is knowing every detail. You got to live your life mystery. It's mysterious. You don't got to know everything. Just let it flow. Water does not have no shape. It's resilient. You can't make water in no form. It's free. That's how you have to be. You have to be free. You just have to move with direction, purpose, and intention, and attention on your intention. But where we at? In other words, you have wants. In other words, you have wants and desires. So when you become too attached to those desires and they aren't fulfilled, the result is that you suffer. And that's dope.
Sure do. And I sit back and I kick back and I watch people kick their ass and they motherfucking back ass. So but should be funny. Yeah, it'd be funny on a certain level though, because it's like you used to be there. You'd be like, "Why are you doing this to yourself? You're so much beautiful, man." But everybody has their own divine path, so you go through them. Some people are ready for truth, certain ones are not. Some people have walls up, some people don't have walls up. So it's still about you stepping into that path in that light to make the decision, the choice. Do you want help, or do you want to help yourself to allow somebody else to help you? When it comes down to it. So it's like just taking an opportunity on yourself, reflection. So we split image of God. So hey, we all here for each other. If not, shit, you would have been playing it by your damn self. You would be watching the damn video right now. Shit, matter of fact, I don't know why you in the shit anyway. You supposed to be by your damn self. Bye. That's it. But shit. But that's it for now.
And
God.
some insight that I wanted to say is like for money, for example, because we know that money's the thing. Money and sex is the two things that we probably give our most attention to in this world. So
I like food too.
And food. Oh yeah, food. That's probably the third one. Let's see. What was I about to say? So like money. A lot of us want money. So if you're real focused on money and you don't have money, don't beat yourself up about it. And that's basically what you just said.
Not enough.
When you become too attached to the desires that aren't fulfilled, the result is you suffer, and probably even suffer more the more you realize that it ain't happening. So at the end of the day, when you get money or when you get a trophy, if you get acknowledged at a job, if you get anything, it's not the material thing. It's making you feel better. It's not the money. It's the feeling. Because when you get the money, all you're going to do is want more. When you make a successful album, you're just going to want another album. When you read a good book, you're just going to want another book. All you want is to feel better. All you want us to do is just feel good and feel good and feel great and feel great. So you got to acknowledge that if you don't have the money, just feel good. Feel good and the money will come.
That's how some people can have not money and still be happy. But they're not too conditioned. They're not too plugged in. Depends, They start printing that motherfucking money machine. I wonder how everybody mind gonna react. That's gonna be real interesting. Just imagine if they start printing the money machine. How you people will act towards that? That would be interesting. I really would sit back and pay to see that. Since too much is money. Like it was my last dollar that they're gonna print. I would pay for that shit to see happen.
Yeah.
Before you even knew it was coming. That shit would be that'd be classic.
That's funny.
That would be classic.
I hope they make a movie about something like that. They should. It's out there.
Maybe we force how to work together. But like I said before, I don't want to force anything. I also be willing to. I just have this wild imagination sometimes that sometimes you may need drastic measures to wake some people up. But like I said, you don't want to force anything. Yeah. We're gonna go with the flow. We're gonna allow our vibrant being who we are to allow that to come out the way it comes out for truth.
It's all perspective. Like in your life, sometimes when the craziest shit happens is when the most beautiful things happen. I get it. Definitely. But this is just part one. We only got like 3 pages in, and I got so much wisdom for myself out of this.
Definitely did today. Today is very productive, very vibrant. I love the word vibrant.
So remember, Tuesdays is connected with Mars. And that's connected with willpower energy.
Yes.
And if you took the action to do this, and if you're aware of that, it's just gonna blossom into all areas of your life.
Do we go?
That's how energy works.
Right.
But peace.
Namaste.
Life is what you make it.
Oneness.